Greetings to the whole world, Science. This is Luandile here, the leader and the instructor of Maneko School. Today we're actually going to be doing exercise 2.20 from student C's perspective. As I mentioned, I'll be only having two solutions out of this problem. Reason being, it's pretty straightforward. There's absolutely no need for me to keep manipulating my solution if you guys won't be getting much out of that. So let's read the question now that I've said that. So it's a financial application problem. We gotta calculate interest. So it simply says if you know the balance and the annual percentage interest rate, you can compute the interest of the next monthly payment using the following formula. So interest is equals to balance, multiply that by annual interest rate all over 1,200. Okay, so we gotta write a program that reads the balance and the annual percentage rate, and the annual percentage interest rate, and displays the interest for the next month. So here is a sample run. Okay, before I give a solution, you guys, I want you to tell something about this problem. I want to hear your opinion. I want to hear what you would have done if we were asked to give the interest for the 30th month, starting from the current month. So basically the question will be give the interest after the 30th month. I want to know what is it you would do if you were asked that. So I think that's clear, you guys. Right now we wanna get a solution after only 1 month. Now the question is, what if we were asked to give a solution? To give an interest on the 30th month. Okay, so that's pretty much it, you guys. Let's try to work on what we have on the table. So it's actually exercise 2.20 from students' perspective. I keep saying point instead of underscore. I hope you do get it, even though I say that. Again, this is this website right here. Please bear with me if you're starting to get annoyed. Why am I doing this? Come on, you've got to know. There's a chance that there's someone out there who will be watching this tutorial for the very first time. So you're gonna have to bear with me. So basically, this website here, the one I've put on top of my main method, this URL here is actually nothing else but a place where you can find your own copy. However, it's not the only place. You can pick whatever website that you think you can find this textbook from. If you don't know it's covered, this is the one. Okay, so we've already read the question. I shouldn't waste time by going through it again. It's a matter of giving a solution right now. So what we want to do is to create a scanner system.in. If you did not answer my question on my previous solution on this exercise, how would I know whether or not you gained out of this? How would I know whether or not you improving out of the whole channel? So that's why I strongly suggest you guys keep me posted. I want to know what you did on your solution. I want to know what is it that you got it wrong. I want to know what mistakes you think I did. Even though most of them I do them intentionally, because that's how that's how I'm actually improving your knowledge as a beginner. So let me know, you guys. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. Essentially, let me know, you guys. Okay. So what we now want to do here, we want to create a scanner, do read user input. You see, when coding, you gotta write it and comment it in a way that would be way too simple. I mean, just pretend as if it will be read by someone who has never done programming. So that's the idea behind it. You gotta presume whoever will be reading your code doesn't know a thing about the code, right? That way, I know you're gonna have good comments, because you see, the documentation, it's actually of some APIs out there, or the documentation of a code itself. Could be a class, it could be an API. They actually come from comments. So that's why I'm saying please do comment. It's just that up to now we haven't seen why they are useful. But I swear you really have to comment your code. Otherwise you're gonna be messed up down the road. As a beginner, you gotta grasp this stuff right now, because once you miss it, then you are unfortunate. Okay, so let's just go close our scanner. Okay, what else? You see, another thing you can do if you don't like having a copy of this PDF, you can simply, by the way, this site is not mine and I'm not doing any affiliate marketing. You can pick whichever site you like. What you can do is, as I was saying, you can pause the video immediately after I've read a question and then try it out and then check out my solution. You don't have to have your own copy of this PDF, but it's a matter of a choice. So what we want to do, we want to prompt a user to enter balance and interest rate. Okay, let's do so. We've been talking too much. It seems like it is time to give out the solution. Enter balance and interest. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm gonna get to that. Let me just stop talking and give out a solution, because there's something that student A did, even though it's good, but it is bad in some way for 3%. If you noticed well, let me just talk about this, otherwise it's gonna get off my mind any second. So what I want to talk about is the fact that student A had a variable called answer. There's something wrong about that variable. Even though it's descriptive, but there's something wrong about it. And if you think you can let me know what is wrong with that, you can pause this video and then put a comment, because towards the end I am gonna tell you guys why the variable answer, I consider it as a bad way of naming a variable. Okay, So double balance is equal to scanner.next double. What you then do, you go double interest rate is equal to scanner.next double. Okay, now it's time. Display. Why can I type interest to a console? So we'll simply call system.out.print f, and we'll simply go the interest is percentage 2 point, let me put a 5, because if you recall, student A had a solution with tons of numbers after a decimal point, of which it's something we don't want. And another thing, student A had a variable called answer in order to hold the final output of this expression here. And of course that is unnecessary. We could have what student C did is, what student A did is to have a variable holding this. And as you can see, you guys, a better solution will be to avoid that variable, because we only be using it once, and simply put everything here on your printf statement. Okay, remember I said there was something incorrect about the variable answer. It wasn't necessarily, what I'm trying to say here is that has nothing to do with not having a variable instead of having a variable. What it has to do with is the fact that, you see, let me just give a better variable name as opposed to answer. Like, a better variable name would have been interest, right? You just go double interest equals to whatever we have here, as opposed to having a variable name called answer. So that's it, you guys. You don't want to have descriptive variables which don't make sense from another developer's perspective, or from whoever will be reading your code, right? Okay, it could be your instructor or whoever, basically. Okay, now what? Let's try to hit the run button again. You see, you guys, I did put this 12.0, and if you did not, let me just put this semicolon, let me just put a space here before I run my program. And if you did not comment on why I used 1200.0.0 instead of 1200, you can pause this video and let me know why, because I'll be saying the reason in a moment. If I'm not mistaken, we had 1003.5. Boom, it seems like we have what we needed. That should be it for this tutorial, you guys. Getting back to this 1200.0 instead of 1000. If you've been watching my previous videos, you've got to know that if you divide an integer by an integer, your final answer will be an integer. So the fraction part will be truncated. That is to say, it will be removed. So 5 divided by, for instance, 7 divided by 3 is not, 7 divided by 2 is not 3.5. It's actually 3. That is to say, we'll be removing the 0.5 part. So, however though, you see, I questioned you this. I was actually tricking you. Look at this. You see, the fact that this number here, interest rate, is a double. You don't necessarily, in fact, you don't need this 0.0 at all. You're still gonna get an output which is a fraction if you divide this double data type value with variable, with 1.2 with an integer. Your answer will be a number with a decimal point. Why? It's because you have double here. However, if you had ints like this, then you would have had to put a 0.0 over here, just like this. However, because we have interest rate as a double data type, you don't have to. That's pretty much it, you guys. As I just said, I was tricking you guys because I don't want you to memorize stuff here. I want you to, that's why I'm asking you to interact with me. Tell me why things are the way I did them. Because if you are a smart student, you would have let me know on my previous answer that Luandile, you shouldn't have put 1200.0. 1200 would have done it. Then I would have known that, hey, this is a smart student. So with that being said, if you haven't yet subscribed on my channel, please do so and hit the thumbs up button if you think this is good for you, or you think it does put value to your life. That should be it, you guys. I guess I will see you on the next tutorial, because right now we're actually heading towards the end of this chapter, elementary programming. And I've had it with it. I feel like working on chapter 3 right away, selection. So take care, you guys. See you on the next tutorial. I'm gone.